Like, the only thing we have to do... The only thing we have to do is stop Airfast. We can like forge an alliance, and I have this save here prepared if I want to do like the other achievement stuff. I have this endgame choice save, but I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it. For sure, I'm not gonna be doing like it like on stream, or like for YouTube. I think just one ending is fine, and I'm gonna be doing the one where I do it myself. Sorry about that. A little bit phlegmy, but yes. We're gonna be going at it ourselves. Maya wants to talk to me. Hello, Maya.
I feel like I should set the record straight.
Maya folds her arms and wraps her knuckles against her bicep. What's up? Okay, go on.
I didn't get into this business so I could shoot first in a battle that hadn't even started, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I know the Ranganui wants to see results, but I never thought any of us would be complicit in something like assassination.
Okay.
We're shooting at people with dangerous ideas, and assuming the ideas will die with them.
Well, I take it you never asked these kind of questions while fighting with the Navy.
It's a little different when the enemy's ship is turning about, their cannons glinting like a spider's eyes.
There.
You don't find time for a lot of deep ethical discussions.
It's a funny sentiment from an expert marksman.
Funny depends on where you're standing, I guess.
Fair.
I can see attacking a fortress or an enemy ship. I can see taking aim at the soldier wearing the tallest hat.
Mm-hmm.
I killed a chieftain for spreading good ideas. It's not the same thing. If my talent with a gun caused anyone to think that a bullet is a one-size-fits-all problem solver, that says more about them than it does about me.
You sound ambivalent.
She's a good listener, but he's too dumb to offer much perspective. I could use some of yours right about now.
Well... honestly, assassination is gonna set the wrong precedent.
You're saying maybe this isn't a memory we want to take home?
This, and also, if you assassinate them, they're gonna be even more inclined to not change their views, because they're gonna view the person he killed as a martyr. Nodding to herself, Maya seems less soulful and more resolved. She cracks her neck and rolls her shoulder, letting out a relieved sigh.
You could be right. If we let this sort of thing spin out of control, it won't do us any good in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
If we go out Sura's way, we had better be sure that killing the right people makes a difference. Damn sure.
Hello, Rayo. Hello, hello. How did your stream go today? I hope it went well.
And if we fall back on what we know, cannons, sieges, occupation, we'd better commit to fighting a moving target.
It went okay? That's great. It's always nice when good things happen. I mean, things go the way they are supposed to go. You need to sleep earlier. Yeah, you did say that they move your hours, so you work early.
We won't succeed if we don't understand the tribes. And something tells me that we aren't there yet.
Well... the tribes have the entire archipelago as the battleground.
I'm sure the Navy would love to test their might against a challenge, even if Atsura is worried about the cost.
It's okay. I'm always happy whenever you drop by. So I always appreciate it. Even if you can stay, it's fine. It's more important to get good sleep, yeah? Okay, well, Maya didn't really have much to say. It's just like a little bit of perspective there. Now, I'm assuming if we chose like one of the 4 factions, we would have a final quest. The burnt book grows warm in your pack. The burnt book. Do you mean like this one? Oh, screw Woodaka, I'm not gonna talk to her. Thank you for the head pats. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun because we're like finishing up the game. So I should be able to finish it today. Okay, we leave by... I should have checked supplies. That's okay. Oh, let me actually check the, Let me actually check the reputations. How are we doing here? You've received an important missive from Captain Florente. Okay. My dearest Watcher, our god with an agenda tends to put things into perspective. Now, more than ever, it is imperative we commandeer the floating hangman, if only so that we may chase Eofas to Hokkaido. I have called a meeting of the Consuelo, Mes Casitas. Please sail to Dunwich and join us as swiftly as the winds will bring you. Fortune favour you, Captain Florente. Now, good night, Rayo. The steward would like to speak. Really? Well, it's about that time. The steward never wanted to talk to me. This is the first time she actually wanted me to talk to her.
A moment of your time, Watcher, if you will.
The steward of Kednua's voice rises soft and evenly from her cracked bust. Yeah, what is it?
Some of the hands discovered an unusual crate in the ship's hold.
How did it get onto my ship unnoticed?
Unfortunately, the ship lacks the defensive fortifications of Cadnua. A crate could have been slipped aboard at any of our ports of call, assuming it wasn't placed among our goods as we took on supplies.
Okay, what kind of crate is it?
It is roughly a yard to a side and labelled beans.
Beans?
The hands who noticed it were tasked by the cook to bring up ingredients for the evening's stew.
Okay. And there's no beans there, huh? A wave of affirmation rolls from the steward, the spiritual equivalent of a nod. Okay, I'm just gonna see what it is.
The hand left the crate in the hold if you wish to examine it.
The bust falls into silence. This? The scent of food, salt, spices, and drink, mixed with the stale odor of old grass, the musty stink of rats, and the ever-present fragrance of the sea. The Victorious rocks gently, and you hear faint whispers, likely to quiet brushing of the winds against the sails. Not far in, you find the crate in question. Its sides split by crowbars, the dry grass used as packing material spilled across the floor. Within stands an intricately crafted chest of some dark tropical wood. A polished visage peers at you, a triumvirate of wild animal faces carved in the swirling Warner style. Oh yeah, that's like a spider. It's like a boar, and it's like a lion. The front of the chest bears an iron latch affixed to a complex iron mechanism that runs to the top of 4 corners of the chest. You see no bolts or keyholes. Thorn, hello. Thank you for the headpats. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Keeping hydrated, I hope. Let's just open the chest. You turn the latch to the right, and a series of metal arms shift with it. The clasps holding the top of the chest come free, and you easily lift the lid. Oh. A head. Laying within, cradled by dry glass, is an Omoan head, the mottled flesh of its neck raggedly cut free from the rest of its body, wherever that might be. Yeah, you're having a nice bed day. Oh, you're in bed all day? I'm jealous. Shorty peers down at the grim cargo. Can't say I was expecting a hit, not even a little. Want me to fetch my lantern? As you peer around at the head, you feel a strange prickling sensation along your skin. Soul energy rises from the crate, throbbing in the air in time with the beating of your heart. It begins to take shape before you.
You can see me. It's really you then, the captain of the Defiance.
It's the Victorious, but yes.
Oh, this is fantastic. How satisfying it is to know one did not give one's life in vain. I come from the island of Kazuwari, and we need your aid.
What kind of aid do you need?
Kazuwari is an island where the most skillful hunters, the most hardened explorers, the deadliest warriors all gather to earn Tuamawai's favor.
Well, yeah, I wish I could just stay in bed all day. There's only like 2 days a year where I can wake up like after afternoon. It's like Easter and like Christmas. Well, I hope you had a really good bed day.
But Humaire, the island's caretaker, says the essence that sustains the island has sickened. Curdled, she called it. The animals, the trees, they all churn with anger and fear.
Well, ask me. What can I do about it that has its... what can I do about it that its caretaker can't? Hello, Chenwin. Hello, hello.
We need a watcher. No one else can talk to souls, Humaire said. And souls are our problem.
Yes, we have reached the Triple S DLC, but I'm not going to be doing it. If it's like mostly combat focused, I kind of don't really want to bother with it.
You're a watcher, right? The watcher. The one who died and lived again. Who speaks to the gods. That's the watcher we need.
More like I get spoken at by gods.
I knew it. I knew Humaire wouldn't have lied. You will help, won't you?
When at the end of the Forgotten Sanctum, when Lengraf asks what's gonna happen next. If you have a romance with any character, you can answer be, so what you gonna do next, Allah? That's a good one. Okay, well, I'm gonna help if I can. I won't. So what do you need of me?
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. Speak to Humaire at Kazuwari, Watcher. She'll be able to better explain the situation than I am.
Yes, I finished Magran's Teeth, and the only thing I have to do now is go to Ukaizo.
Kazuwari's a huge island west of Hasango. It's pretty hard to miss, what with the high cliffs and waterfalls.
Hello, Philip. Hello, hello. Who am I siding with? I'm neutral.
There's one thing you should know. The faces of the hunt jealously control who enters and leaves the island. But there's a waterfall on the southern side of the island that will allow you to sneak in, so long as you're circumspect.
Yep. I'm gonna be able to finish the game today, because the only thing I have to do is go to Ukaizo and stop the big green guy. How many hours is it gonna take? I assume like 4 hours is gonna be enough for it.
I guess you should also know. The island's residents might not take too kindly to your presence if you're found. They're, prickly bunch.
Oh, you have a lot of cactuses on the island. That's fine.
But I'm sure that won't be a problem for you.
Do I skip all the quests? No, I did all the quests. The only thing I'm skipping is this DLC that just started right now. Oh, I have everything I need. I have the dragon sails, and I have the wood that you had to collect, the 5 pieces. Dark wood? I want to say dark wood. Before you have a chance to respond to the spirit's warning, notice Konstantin hovering nervously behind. Konstantin! Screw you! Not now, Konstantin.
Sure, sure.
His gaze flicks from the box then to your face, then back again.
Thing is, I might know something about that box there. A little more than something. All I'm saying is, maybe you don't want to touch it. Maybe we tie a big rock to it and throw it overboard. Right now.
Well, I'm gonna need a little bit more than just that.
It's a box with a dead man's head in it.
It's a... I mean, obviously it's... I mean, fair. If I saw a box with a dead person's head, I probably would try to get rid of it. There's a spirit there too.
Great. That's great.
Uh-huh.
Hey, hello? I'm still here.
Yeah, I know. It's just that that guy is being...
Are you going to help us? We could really use the help.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna help you. I'm not.
Once we've arrived, I can help you find your way into the heart of the island. You know, if you want me to. I wouldn't want to presume. In the meantime, I'll be here. Well, behind you, really, with the rest of the spirits following you around.
Priest
Yeah.
lady, Nemnock needs healing.
Nemnock needs healing. You argue that going neutral is one of the worst endings, but you won't spell why or how. Well, let's go over the choices that we have, yeah? We can go with... We can go with the queen. Where is she? There. We can go with the queen, which I'm assuming would make it so that the Huona are going to become the dominant force in the Deadfire. Which I kind of maybe want to do, because we don't want the imperialistic scum to win. The Royal Deadfire Company is basically imperialists. They're going to take over. I'm assuming for every one of the factions we choose, we're going to be able to, we're going to have to do like one final quest. Which is probably going to be like, hey, get rid of the other factions. Basically, I'm assuming. With the pirates, I'm assuming we can go either with Aldis or with Ferrante. But I do want to go neutral, because in every game that lets me, I actually like going neutral, even if it's not like the best ending. Because honestly, it makes the most sense to me, to my character. We are not from... That's the thing. My character comes from the Ixemital planes. So, we have no stake in this. We are not from the Deadfire. We are not from the Valian Republics. We are not from... Where are these guys from? I forgot. Marawatai, I want to say. And I honestly don't really care about the pirates. Like, my character is from Ixemital. So I think it makes sense, like... roleplay wise to go this way. Oh wait, what's happening?
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness.
Oh, the gods wouldn't talk
There's
to
a
me.
familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down.
Ironically, the Deadfire Company would be the best ending for the state of the world. I mean, maybe? I'm assuming if I go neutral and don't help anyone, the status quo is upheld. And that probably means that tensions are gonna rise, because they're already rising. So, I'm assuming it's probably gonna result in a big war that's gonna kill a lot of people. Well, we are from the examital planes. Yeah, the endless fighting. That's fine. We only care about our own soul and about not having the world be dead, to be honest.
A wave of blistering heat hits you.
Aye.
Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you.
Andra is
Gods
here.
are fighting.
Wait, they're fighting? Why are they fighting? Oh, they probably want me to do something again.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika. Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. Oh, I'm not gonna talk to Wodika. No. I don't care about her. Elphas could be destroying the wheel right now, and you're arguing.
You would dare interrupt me?
Screw you!
Wodika extends a hand, looking for a moment like she intends to swat you from the platform. But the pallid knight gives her a long, impassive look, and at last, she jerks her hand away. The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
Mm-hmm.
The Watchers returned. Perhaps we should hear what he has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves.
Yeah, maybe I should move myself a little bit to cover her boobs. Nah, this should be TOS friendly. It's not like we're like interacting with the boobies.
Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
Oh? Are you planning something new?
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Huh.
Is there nothing we can do?
I mean, we could try persuading him. That could work.
Mogren glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched and absorb our scattered children.
Wait, what?
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Oh. Oh, wait a second. This is what we learned in the book, isn't it? Because in one of the books in the DLC, we actually learned that the godlike are gonna disappear, absorbed by the gods. Is this about that? Didn't Magron mention this before?
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The Pallid Knight looks on, impassive.
Should we be killed, we may possess the bodies of our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb their souls, granting us additional strength.
What?
Yes. Thousands of their lives would be forfeit to serve the greater good.
The Pallid Knight speaks with the chilly temperance, possessed only by the god of death.
Who's good? Yours?
We are your gods, forged of thousands upon thousands of willing souls sacrificed on the altar of progress.
Bullshit.
Yes, our good is greater.
Bullshit, because the Ingwithians made the machine in Okaizo, and I'm pretty sure the Huana were not willing at that time. They didn't realize they were cheated.
But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Good.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Magrin elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you mean?
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Magrin's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if he wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Magrin slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform, and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
The Guardian of Okaizo.
A creature crafted by the Ingwithans to protect the machinery of reincarnation. It doesn't care much for visitors.
I mean, wouldn't Aerofast just kind of destroy it? Wouldn't it attack Aerofast and then he would get like annoyed by it and he would swipe at it and then it would die?
Will you divulge our every secret to the Kith, Magrin?
Oh, shut up, whale.
Magrin shrugs.
If it suits me.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Yeah, won't Aerofast take care of it?
It is not one of Gallowayne's mindless beasts. It has a heart and a mind, and it will throw neither away to oppose Aethys.
Mm-hmm.
And Aethys will not fight the creature. It would prove little more than a distraction for him, especially as my tsunami and Magrin's volcano couldn't stop him.
Why can't you just get rid of it?
It is its own creature, Watcher. It does not listen to us.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand?
What do you mean?
What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
I mean, what's gonna happen if he actually destroys the wheel?
The Pallid Knight spreads wide her hands.
Think of the beyond as a reservoir, the in-between as storm clouds, and souls as rain.
Mm-hmm.
When a living thing dies, its soul enters the in-between. And when the in-between grows full, it releases souls into the beyond, where they wait to be redistributed to new bodies, new lives.
Okay, that makes sense.
The wheel is the process by which souls are moved from the in-between to the beyond, from the rain cloud to the reservoir, and from the reservoir into the living world. Without the wheel to mediate the transfer and redistribution of souls, the souls of all who die remain in the in-between. And without souls to fill it, the beyond gradually empties, trapping all of the remaining souls in existence in the in-between.
That has to suck, though. Like... So what? Unless this continues, the world is destined to die, which makes no sense, because the wheel was created by the Ingwithans. So how old was this world? How long did this stuff happen before the Ingwithans made the wheel? It still worked.
When the beyond is empty and the last creature on Aora dies, that is the end of everything. It is Rimergon's future, the one he wants for us.
Okay, how does that affect the gods?
Soul essence sustains us. We feed off it, off the little fragments you mortal kith shed like snakeskin as you pass into your next life. Without sustenance, we starve as any mortal might. We die and leave a great silence behind, an eternal emptiness from which nothing is born.
Okay, why do you waste time arguing then?
How can we not? We are each of us beholden to our natures. It is how we made ourselves, just as you are bound by the choices you've made.
Tell us, Watcher, where do you stand?
Well, I do think we can't really count on the gods for guidance. Kith will have to figure this out. The thing is, so what? Number 1 and number 3, we basically agree that the wheel has to be destroyed. Honestly, it's fine. It was fine before the Ingwithans made the wheel. I feel like they're lying to us. These guys are a bunch of lying bastards, and they're lying to us. So we make a choice that suits them. We want people to be masters of their own destiny. If they get rid of the gods, only they are only responsible for themselves, and they can't like say that they're doing it because of gods. Yeah.
Perhaps you misunderstand. This is not a test you will overcome on your own. Aethys intends to change the fundamental structure of life and death.
Mm-hmm.
Does that not frighten you? You, Kith, who are most vulnerable?
Well, it helps no one. Fatalism helps no one, else solves nothing.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us.
Mm-hmm.
He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
Well, how did he fool all of you? You're the most powerful beings in Aora.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wodika balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wodika then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
I mean, then we learn and grow.
Wal's many eyes bounce and blink in quiet delight.
That would be quite amusing indeed.
And what if they fail?
And that's it.
Then they die. And so do we.
We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Worika drives her fist into her hand.
Help them? We should finally bring them to heel.
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Worika until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aothis yet values your counsel.
Mm-hmm.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aothis may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
I mean, I can try. We can talk to him. I wonder if we can, like... I wonder if we could, like, somehow break the connection that the gods have to the wheel. Because that would probably be the best option.
The future of Kith and the gods rests on your shoulders, Watcher, so I hope that you do.
The Pallid Knight's stern countenance softens.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher.
Go!
Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind. The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
Okay. I guess it makes sense that they made the wheel in Ukaizo, because it's an island, so it's a lot easier to, like, isolate it. Wait, am I alone, or do I have my party members? Okay, we have a party. Perfect. Go! Hazanoi Karu. Let's read it. I hope you've recovered from your ordeal at Magran's Chief. Come see me at Imperial Command in the Brass Citadel when you return to Nekitaka. The way to Kaizo lies open before us, but I require your help with a final matter. In glory, Hazanoi Karu. Nope. Not gonna talk to you, lady. Oh. There's plenty of ocean to sail and many lands to explore, but what lies ahead of you dwarfs them all. Should you choose to sail on, you suspect there will be no return, not to the Deadfire you have come to know. Let's continue onwards. We set a course through the channel and into uncharted, turbulent seas. The storms of Undra's mortar encompass the visible horizon. Hurricane winds roar like an imprisoned beast, blowing with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain, and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. Let's sail into the storm. No sooner after the Victorious heads into the turbulent waters than you catch sight of a ship speeding after you. Its sails flapping violently in the winds. Someone has followed you. It remains to be seen whether they can keep up. But for now, the storm is concerning enough. Hello, Abru. Hello, hello. Headscarf whipping in the wind. Luca frowns. Gods, Captain, if I'd known, if any of us had known. With a shake of her head, the mariner chuckles. Damn. Tuliak Longfrost stands at the rail. Which as I hate agreeing with Luca. Damn, there ain't no chance for that lies ahead. Perched on the rail, one hand clinging to the rigging, Athena Stormheart laughs, lip curling of her uneven teeth. You kidding? This be exactly the kind of shit I signed on for. The hand howls into the wind. A hand falls on your shoulder, and you turn to see Alid. We go now where gods could not have us tread. Would not have us tread. Yet their skein guided us here, inexorable and incontrovertible. The hand's smile balances on the knife's edge, between comforting and disquieting. Have faith. Both hands on the wheel, Lendreth stares out across the whitecaps. We're really doing this, ain't we? Setting sail into the mortar itself. Gods help us. The victorious crew is the finest in the dead fire. It'll get us through Andra's mortar. I know it. Seraphim nods. The captain ain't fighting out of a mouth. I've served a ship for 3 and you lot be the finest set of swabbies a freebooter could hope to die with. Nice. Heading into the mouth of the storm, you hear the sound of tearing canvas as the wind batters your sails. An unfavorable omen to the start of a hard voyage. You press on in spite of all misgivings, intent on making it to the bitter end. Oh, we need the sails because they have enough health to actually survive this. Looming in the water directly ahead stands a pillar of Adra. It reaches up from the sea floor to pierce the sky like a god-sized finger aimed in accusation. Before you can worry about the pillar ahead, your ship jolts and the hull groans against Adra lurking unseen beneath the waves. Your ship's blackwood hull takes the beating without incident, though the pillar itself remains a threat. The choppy currents spin your ship towards a collision course. Smashing against the pillar's gargantuan trunk would make for a quick and unceremonious end to your journey. After a series of hard turns and some clever cheating of the wind, your helmsman narrowly steers the ship out of harm's way, missing the pillar entirely. No more Adra pillars are in evidence ahead, but the storm grows fiercer as you persist in challenging it. The howling wind threatens to shred your sails to ribbons, and visibility is dropping fast. That's okay, we have like 55 health on our sails. What begins as an irregularity in the water current broadens as the sea churns open to a maelstrom. Your ship balances on the brink of being swept down. The tide redoubles its pull, intent of drawing you closer to the inescapable hungry maw. The wind howls in fury, threatening to tear your sails to ribbons. With a sound like a whip, the dragon-wing sails catch the wind and hold fast. The whirlpool still looms ahead. The only option is to sail at full speed, breaking the whirlpool's grasp by force. Your swift maneuvering breaks the ship free of the maelstrom's deadly grasp, at the unfortunate cost of your sails, which take heavy damage from the turbulent winds. 10 more damage. The howling of the wind builds to a constant shriek, and the rain pounds your deck with a relentless animosity. A wave swells ahead, monstrous enough to eclipse your vision. The prow of your ship slowly rises to meet it head-on. Even if you wanted to, you could not turn back now. Your crew masses their fear and holds fast to their posts. Against all odds, the ship crests the wave successfully. In spite of the crew's haggard state, a cheer goes up in your honor when everyone realizes they are still alive. Your ship rides the sheer slope of the wave and crashes back down, staying upright all the while. It doesn't immediately register that you've survived. While the rain continues to indignantly pelt you with water, the seas ahead look calmer than those you left behind. Your relief is short-lived. An enormous form crests the waves and bears down on the Victorious with incredible speed. Before it can collide with your hull, it dives back into the deep. Tense minutes pass in which you wonder if it will resurface. When it doesn't make another appearance, you press on with caution. Though your visibility is low to non-existent and your heading is a mystery, You sense a glimmer of light far ahead, one shining beacon in the obscurity. Taking the wheel, you sail for Elfas. The seas are calm again. As the skies begin to clear, you make out a growing shape on the horizon. Ukaizo. Ornate spires reach up from the island, hinting at the city within. Not all of Ukaizo has weathered the millennia with equal grace. Other structures jut and lean out of the surrounding shallows, making the waters around the island impassable by ship. You resolve to take a skiff the rest of the way. Nice! Wait, what was that sound? What did this sound happen? A dance with death. We failed. Oh, okay, we failed the quests that are missable because this is the point of no return. Okay, Elfas, travel to Kaizo. That just happened. Let's just see. We only took 30 damage there. We're pretty good. Oh, we got fully repaired. That's pretty nice. Now, I only saw one check. Was it one check? Yeah, I think it was just one check. Where... Oh, okay, so the body we take into the storm is the body we have, because we can, like, go back to the ship and redo stuff. I'm seeing some... Oh, I see these statues here. These statues here, these are enemies, because we don't see them anymore. Oh, wait, you wake up... Oh, hello. Oh, wow, you're like a mechanical dragon. That's... Oh, that's so cool. Okay, big boy. We're gonna fight you. The creature stares down at you with only dim recognition of your presence. Water drips down the tip of its mallet-like head.
Whoa, that's where would you even stab something like that?
Obviously in the eyes.
What manner of creature is this?
I mean, it looks like a golem.
Stay close, Ishi. That's one heavy bird.
Aye, sure, that. Whatever that be, why not?
The construct turns to the sound of speech, showing only dim awareness of the meaning. It swivels its head back around to face you.
So alone. Never alone. Exokaizo reached.
This is the boss that will grow stronger if you kill the super bosses. Is there like a... Is there like a... reason? Like a lore reason? In-game reason for that? Or is it just... I mean, hey, you're strong enough to beat those guys. You mean that's gonna make this guy a walk in the park, so we're gonna buff him. Yeah, it's been... Oh yeah. A voice pours at your mind in a clumsy, unpracticed fashion. You feel something like the mental equivalent of a squint. Yeah, by a colossal god made of Adra. Where have you been? Just a challenge thing. Okay.
Here. We have been here. Where are the gates of Ukaizo?
The construct rolls its gaze towards the city.
We guard the silence of Ukaizo. You are a disturbance.
Bronze plates grind together with a discordant shriek. So if I was an Omawa from the Deathfire, I could say something. If I was a Rawatai, I could say something. Well, I'm just gonna go... I just want to reach Elfas. He's the one you want.
Elfas has disturbed the bones of Ukaizo. The old pacts permit him to pass. But you will go no further.
Oh.
Ukaizo is closed. The gates are barred.
A wave of heat emanates from the Guardian. Well, before we fight, I want some answers.
Our covenant with the Old Ones does not forbid questions.
The construct hesitates, its joints creaking.
The living were meant to forget Ukaizo. Nothing can be gained of remembering it.
amid the general ire of the construct's thoughts. You feel a sharp jab delivered to your mind. Oh, if I was a cipher, I could probably do something. Or if I was a chanter, huh? I mean, I was under the impression that dragons loved to talk. Humor me. The gates of a Kaiser regards. Oh. He called himself the gates. That's why he calls them the gates. Okay. Regards you in disgruntled, calculating silence.
We will indulge ourselves before shredding your name from the long scroll of existence. The chosen people of the Deadfire call the Kaizo home.
It stares off into the distance, fixating on one of the Kaizo's many spires.
The outsiders were their contemporaries, full of wisdom, ingenuity, and terrifying ambition.
That sure sounds like the Ingwithans. Guess they got around.
The outsiders passed from the world. None of them remain.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them passed. We got the one they left behind.
The construct fixes on Adair with a quiet mixture of irritation and curiosity. Finally, it steers its focus back to you.
The Old Ones and the Outsiders traded, collaborated, learned, and built together. Outsiders augured the doom of the Old Ones. The rift unmade them both.
A deep thrum of power echoes from somewhere beneath the construct's carapace. What caused the rift?
The Outsiders coveted ancient Ukaizo. Its occupation was a hindrance.
The construct cranes its head around as if following the movements of passers-by.
Machines were built on a foundation of outsider lies. When the machines were nearly done, the Outsiders constructed bodies of flesh and bone.
Stretching its neck out, the construct mimics a height greater than its own. Bodies? Oh, for the gods?
Skeletons, now. Their remains littering Great Ukaizo.
And what were the machines?
Ones which drew the spirits of the dead through a sieve.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, the Outsiders fashioned a guardian to stand vigil over their work. Our bond with the Old Ones compelled us to trust their allies. They offered us a trade, eternal life for eternal service.
Oh, so this is not like a regular construct with... Okay, so it's basically like the steward of Kednua. So one of the guardians of a Kaizo, his essence was put into a golem. Okay.
We were ordered to slam shut the gates of Ukaizo for all time.
Okay, what happened when the machines went active?
The Outsiders vanished from the world, leaving the Old Ones dumbfounded. Quiet gave way to chaos. Storms battered the seas. The sleeping hearts of mountains awoke with fury. When the last screams of the Old Ones faded, only we remained.
So no one was here since the devastation?
None but the green colossus whose every footstep disturbs tranquility. You are the first kith to visit the shores of Lost Ukaizo, and you will be the last. This idle chatter was a refreshing change of pace. May your journey through the wheel be an informed one.
Well, I didn't come here to fight, but if you want to fight, we're gonna fight.
You chose death when you set your bearing, traveler. Prepare yourself.
Lunging forward, the construct attacks. Okay, I guess we fight here then. Let's do this. I'm gonna do this. We need to spread around a little bit. Actually, no, you can stay here. And the two of you go here. Okay. Wait. Is it? Oh, AI is off? That was weird. Oh shit, I didn't realize. Oh no! Okay, there you're gonna have to go there. I'm not flanked. Wait, I'm flanked? How am I flanked? How are they flanking me if there's only 2 of them? Kill that guy. Ishi is also... I want to attack that guy. Wait, is this a... Okay, it seems like a regular thing. Yeah, there go the jar. This guy's healthy. We're good. Wait, is... Oh, he's regenerating. Good job. Oh, hello. That's fine. That's fine. We wanna wait for him to come closer. Ishi, you're gonna go here. I'm also gonna go like here. Attack like this. Wait, you're doing something? Are you not gonna go with melee? Okay, perfect. Alof, I need you to do a little bit of a thing. Do it here. Do it here. Okay. That went pretty okay. Alof. Wait, Alof. Walk there. Do... Oh, you know what? Yeah, do this. He's regenerating. Probably because this guy's gonna wake up. Oh wait, he doesn't have a head. Where's your head? Wait, what was that? It's fine. Do this. Oh, that's where he is as this. Oh, he is flanked. That's important. This is AoE, so it's red. If we do like this, we should be fine. Oh no, not this spell. Go a little bit closer. Okay, you should be fine with this. Okay, I'm not flanked. Oh, what happened to... Why did he disappear? What happened to him? Okay, he didn't die. He just disappeared for a second. Ranged guys, please retreat a little bit. When you can, you know what? We are gonna pick up this stuff, cause we wanna.
What for, Cap? Aye.
Okay. What happened? Did we succeed? Let's run the ad right now, because it's like almost there. Let's run it right now, and just in case, I guess we're fine. We didn't kill him. This pile of debris hums with ancient power. I guess we're good. A faint echo of soul energy blinks up at you from the depths of the wreckage. Actually, wait. An ad is running right now. Did we get anything like... anything good out of this? Not really, no. Did he escape? Did I break something? Wait, wait. I heard it. Okay, I saw the screen shake a little bit, so I thought maybe he would, like... What about this guy? This is obviously an enemy. A grand promenade. Boy with an Andros spire. Okay, let's go here. Ooh, I like the crest there. It's really kind of similar to the Horner symbol. Mike with... This is a little bit...
Don't be thinking at it too hard, Cap. It'd be right hungry for an ill wind.
Erosion has softened the bronze features, giving the proud statue a brooding air. A furious storm obscures the sprawling city below. We can make out the shape of distant spires reaching up from the flooded ruins. Spirit winds tug on your soul with insistence, like a stern hand trying to pull a cloak from your back. Recall the last time you encountered a Bierwick. It feels like a lifetime ago. So here we are. You look to those who accompanied you this far, who risked everything to face the confrontation ahead. How are you feeling, Adair? Adair's gaze wanders among glinting archways and half-collapsed spires, his mouth agape.
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded. Might as well be a different world.
Mr. Simple Life?
Well, hard to miss what you can barely remember. All I know is my life took a turn when this world came stomping into mine.
Mm-hmm.
These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with.
Well, the problems are Kith problems. Both civilizations, different as they were, agreed something had to be done.
And now here we are, with Aethys trying to undo the whole thing. God of redemption, trying to redeem the gods.
He shakes his head.
What a mess.
What about you, Alof? What's up? Alof looks out at the sprawling ancient city.
5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands of souls in Sun and Shadow.
He pauses, considering the vista.
But the choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aeora.
He turns to you. Curiosity shines in his eyes. But there's something else there. Pity. Well, whatever I choose, the world would also be shaped just as much by countless factors outside of my control.
I suppose that's true. And I suppose it can be comforting to remember that. I know you'll choose wisely. And no matter what happens, it's been an honor journeying with you. Again.
He puts his hands on your shoulders, meeting your gaze with a fond smile. Maya, any thoughts?
So, here we stand on Lost Ukaizo.
Maya shoves her hands into her pockets, sighing. She glances around, wearing an unreadable expression. You expected more?
My parents gave me an earful about the horizon-spanning beaches and towers reaching beyond the stars.
Maya snorts, shaking her head.
All I can see is good folk tussling over a wasteland. Time to confront Aethys, hopefully for the last time. You know what you're doing?
Well, it's humbling just to stand here. Look at all Look at all we've accomplished.
No time to waste then. I'm about as ready to confront a god as I'll ever be.
Maya smiles, but there's a lining of unease about it.
We're doing good work here. Setting foot on Ukaizo is a statement that no one can ignore. You should be proud. Captain,
She furrows her brow, searching for the right words.
You got us here in one piece. If there's a better compliment out there, I don't know what it is.
She nods, gesturing for you to go forward. Maya folds her arms and looks out on the city. She reaches down and pets Shiza when he nuzzles her leg, but says nothing more. Seraphon, what's up? Hands on his hips, an expression grim, Seraphon shakes his head.
I look back, and I ain't but half sure how we got ourselves here, Cap.
What do you mean?
Coming out here lean and lonesome, sailing us through that mother of storms, landing us here, wherever here be. Give a second and a half on you, you do. No denying that.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna do my best to get us all through this.
I know, Cap. Here's hoping it be enough. Onwards then, Cap. To the bitter end and beyond.
With a twitch of his ears, the Orlan turns away. Okay, I guess we're ready as we can be. Let's go. So that means this is the way forward. Maybe we should go here then. Ascending into the city would be suicide while the relentless storm rages on. Oh, no. So we turn off the storm in the spire and then we go here. I guess that makes sense. Ooh, froggies. A tiny engraving reads, in memory of Dumo, Tapua, and Tokima, and Gati's first chosen. Oh, that's why. So the lower city where the well is. Where the wheel is, actually. Oh, that's... Oh. Okay. Wait, this is it? Though the device atop the tower spins in wild, blurring revolutions, the air around it is still and calm. You stand in the eye of a storm which has cordoned off Ondra's mortar from the rest of Eora for thousands of years. See an antiquated control panel, its levers engaged in positions of activation. Something about this place echoes with ancient awareness. Its corporate feelings of longing and distress reach out to you. Your mind is assaulted with complex symbols and postures, most of them beyond your reckoning. As the sensation pulls away, you recognize that it is left behind. Oh, that it left behind knowledge of water shaping as it existed long ago. Armed with this memory, a capable water shaper might wield the power of her ancestors. Oh, like the four forms of water shaping, right? Where no one knows what the fourth is because it's like controlling the world or something. Well, Takeho should find this interesting. A deep percussion shakes the tower by its roots. Somewhere in the obscurity of a storm, Eophas rears back his fist to deliver a mighty blow. The control panel has weathered the millennia better than the rest of the city. A layer of dust covers its elegant glass tubes and engraved copper levers, which appear both intact and fully functional. That and how to do water shaping without channeling it through the dragon. Oh, okay. Well, I made a choice here that we're gonna teach Takeho about this, so I'm assuming it's gonna be the same as if he was with us here. Maybe. Let's deactivate the machine. You grip the largest of the levers and bring it up to its starting point. Position. The vibration of machinery gradually slows and turbulent winds grow calm. Not really, That's a shame. Oh, is it gonna clear? It's gonna clear and we're gonna see Elfast destroying the thing.
Winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra's mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo, with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind, comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell.
Oh, is it better?
The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Yeah, only Bareth has bells, right?
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The Pallid Knight stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
There's some hidden people here, huh? What will come after this?
That will depend on the will of Kith, whose desires are ever in flux. Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time. And you will do so as the Herald of Bareth, the only creature on the face of Eora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The Pallid Knight inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
Oh?
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
We don't need a quick solution. We need a solution that will work.
Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was entrusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Eora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
Well, it's his obligation to help us fix what he's about to break.
Coddled children learn nothing that is not spoon-fed to them.
Shut up, Woodica.
With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
Screw you.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
Oh, shut up. Somehow they made you, and that was fine. How is it suddenly that, oh no, Kith cannot work on their own without gods? How do they make you? They made you without gods.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
No, we're gonna have to figure this out on our own time. And at our own pace.
That confidence is what will save Kith, Watcher. Do not lose it when you stand before Aethys.
Boudica's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Eothas drags them. Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze, level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Eothas' actions.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Eothas' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
Thanks for that. Woodick has been dripping pessimism in my ear like poison.
Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, he would destroy everything. End life, end reincarnation, end death. Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
Let's see. Yeah, the gods did what they could. We're gonna take it from here.
I only suggest that you walk into this future with eyes wide, Watcher. The mantle of responsibility is a heavy one, broad though Kith's shoulders may be. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to return it to the wheel. You made his memory his penance. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Eothas now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
The gods depart one by one in brooding silence. A solitary figure remains perfectly still until the last of her colleagues is out of earshot. Wodica peers down at you, a triumphant grin splitting her weathered features.
Bareth is a fool if she thinks I'll let her enjoy the last word.
Screw you.
You were trusted with a heavy responsibility, Watcher. Speaking for mortals, and representing their interests in the future to come.
Indeed, did my choices teach you anything about us?
Instead of working with mortals, you came this far on your own. You rejected compromise, idealism, and the solutions of others.
Oh.
My every suspicion is confirmed. Society needs us. Eora searches for its queen, and finds only an empty throne. I won't disappoint my subjects for long.
I proved the right because I didn't ask anyone else for help. That's okay. Yeah.
Before we part, what compelled you to reject every dissenting voice and go your own way?
Well, I trusted myself and the Victorious to make the journey. Or... yeah, I could do it myself. So I did it myself. Yeah, petty and disagreeable as the rest of you. That isn't untrue. That is 100% the case. They never wanted to work together. You know what? Yeah, let's go with this one.
Uh-huh. Consider my curiosity appeased. For now, in our grandest plans, you are a singularly unpredictable variable. Whether you heeded my wisdom or not, everything you've done to get this far has informed our view of mortal kind. I hope you're satisfied with your performance. We've learned much from each other.
Did I make a difference? Are mortals ready to own their destiny?
The trading companies, the locals, and even the pirates had desperate, half-cocked plans to counter this threat. You denied them all.
No.
Rightfully judging mortals as ill-equipped to claim their destiny.
That's not what I did at all. They were just arguing and I got tired of it. And I know I could do it myself.
I couldn't agree more. When at last I claim my place of leadership among you, the only challenge will be convincing the others to go along with my revised plan of Eora. Aethys will no doubt have a sunnier outlook on mortals and their chances of success. He already has everything he wants, so go and listen to his empty-headed idealism. The rest of us will be sharpening our blades, preparing for the future he lays out for us.
Oh, there he is. He's smacking the thing. Smack. Consciousness returns in a wave at the last of machine's energy, as the last of machine's energy dissipates. The coming of the storm reveals the sprawling city around you, like sand wiped from a mosaic. You see the distant outline of Eothas, raising his fist in triumph and purpose.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Aethys has ended the world.
Adair takes a long draw from his pipe and nods as he stares at the Colossus in the distance.
It seems we're all still here.
Alf glances around, rubbing his head gingerly.
If all your missions involve this many head wounds, then I volunteer to set the next one out.
Maya rubs the back of her head and winces. Ishiza lets out a pained squawk.
In here with me thinking we were right and proper dead this time. We ain't dead, right?
Nope. Seraphim sits cross-legged, cradling his head between his hands like a hungover seaman. His stuffed ears drop. Peering over the edge of the tower, you make out a distant shape amid the ruins below. An iron-studded warship has dropped anchor in the shallows, its cannons angled to the shore. The ship is nearly cracked in half, but the standard of the Royal Dead Fire Company persists in flapping with a breeze. The empty deck tells that the surviving crew have long since boarded the skiff and rowed to shore, which means you're no longer alone in Ukaizo. We sigh and we draw weapons. Okay, I guess we have to do this. Oh wait, we can't go to the harbor? I guess we have to go here. The final thing we can do politically. I wonder if it's the one you have the least points with is gonna be here. Hazano Hikaru approaches, her weapon drawn. Her face is bruised and cut, and her uniform torn from the rough journey, but her eyes are clear and focused on you.
What you people from lush, bright lands fail to grasp is that Rawatai isn't a storm-tossed spit of land. It's the Kith who stand together there. Okaizo belongs to us. We've earned it with blood and sweat.
I mean, I was here first, so it's mine. Also, this guy also has a birdie.
And no one shall take it from us now.
Why are we arguing about this when Elfas is destroying the cycle? Oh, there's a few interesting situations. I wonder if, like, we were able to do everyone, like, at level 5 reputation. What would happen?
I can't stop him. Neither can you. But I can give my country a chance at weathering what comes next.
Like, if it's... I wonder if it's even possible to have a playthrough that has exactly the same reputation values. Because you would have to, like, even if it's all level 5 for me, for like 4 of the factions, 3 of the factions, they're still not, like, exactly the same. But I wonder if it's possible. It would be interesting to see what would happen. But then again, it probably just goes by the list and chooses which one is gonna go first based on the list. I mean, that's probably what it would be.
Rawataians, defend Ukaizo.
We're not defending anything. Oh, murder! Murder! Oh, wait, he actually did this to me?
Cooked that up, didn't I?
Oh, this sucks. Okay, after we kill everyone, we're gonna have to restart the game for a little bit. Because I don't know if you don't hear it. It's the stupid glitch. All the sound effects went away. That's okay. That's fine. Hazanoi's crested hat. It's a unique. Okay, let me go quick save. Go back to just chatting because the game is going to dox me. But yeah, it's only happening. No, it's not too common. It only happened to me once before. And it always happened. I mean, it only happens during that one what was it again? Like the soul vision effect. Yeah. Continue. Okay, we're good. Oh, it happens frequently here in this moment. Oh, okay. Oh, we're good now. It's a really cool looking island. I mean, city. The unique loot we get from this boss is purely cosmetic at this point, because there's no way to fight anything past this point. So there's no fighting, just story? So wait, so the final boss was the dragon? Huh. Did I actually beat the dragon? Because it feels like he just disappears.
Descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the gods' great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, The rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine.
I don't know if I actually properly defeated the dragon though. Because there's like two constructs, two big boys that are supposed to be helping. I think two big boys, because I only fought one. And the dragon just like disappeared on me. We didn't really kill him.
As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms.
Like, we didn't get to loot his body.
An immense Angwithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra, intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries. The pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous, rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
Okay. Wait, do we start a conversation here? Yeah.
This way.
Okay, I thought maybe I can like take some special supplements to improve my diplomatic ability, but no.
It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also Kith from many other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides.
If you do something special in the Beast of Winter DLC, you can actually have Wademan with you here. And he's gonna talk with Eothas. Oh wow, that's kinda neat. I don't think I have him with me.
All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry it.
There's a lot of stuff in the DLC that you can do to impact the ending. That's nice, because most of DLCs tend to be like completely separate from the main game. But if it's like oh hey, it's a beach episode kind of thing, it doesn't matter. But it's nice if it allows you to somehow affect the main game in a meaningful way.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
The Good Sanctum has an alternate ending that is hilarious. I'm guessing it has something to do with... Okay, I'm gonna guess. I, the Watcher, take over Whale's body and we duke it out character style with Eothas and we destroy the world. That's my guess.
Ain't never chatted up a god before. Feel like I should be asking something profound and philosophical. And yet, thing I'll be wanting to know, what be stopping the other gods from coming down and just setting this shit back straight? And then you breaking it again. This be our new tides then, all up and down, over and over, till the sea drowns us all? A wise question, Seraphim. Have no doubt, some of the gods are already trying to figure out a way to fix this on their own.
Oh, even better. I mean, it is a kaiju fight. One kaiju wins and just leaves.
It is not beyond their capabilities. After all, we made these machines with the Huana many years ago. But it is not something they can do easily. Not without mortal assistance. It will be for mortals to decide if they should receive it.
Alof shakes his head, looking up at Eothas.
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing? Without even knowing what will come next?
Aloth, we are all gods and mortals, responsible for our own actions. But inaction carries its own moral responsibility.
Yep.
It is a burden I have carried for far too long. One must always do as their conscience dictates, even if that means abdicating a position of power.
Rauatai gave everything they had to reach this place. In the end, they fell short of hitting the mark.
Yeah, exactly. We're all responsible. I just wanted to be the right in this philosophical debate. Yeah. Prove me right to die. Ashamed, Maya winces and fights to hold Eothas' piercing gaze. Penetrating gaze. Same
Will
thing.
we ever have another chance to prosper? Or was this damn island our last hope?
She sighs up at him and plants her hands on her hips, as if voicing the concern release a long-held burden.
Only you can answer that question, Maya. Rauatai has persevered through great adversity. The storms that ravaged your homeland have ended, but that in itself may present new challenges for your people. It is my hope that after I am gone, Rauatai will work together with its rivals to create a new world, instead of fighting over the ruins of the old.
I don't think they will.
But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
I've come to fight you. That is weird. Only to bear witness? No. So we have one of four choices. We ask him to spare us. We ask that they need a strong leader. We could ask him to become the supreme god, the one god, and just destroy everything. I think ultimately it's so weird. Like none of these actually. Yeah. I mean, that's so dumb. None of these actually would result in what Elphas wants. Unless we just choose 5. Problem is, if we go with 5, there is a chance that the gods are gonna just build the wheel again. You know what? Inspire them. I think this is gonna be good enough. You can do it. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. That kind of thing. Yeah, he is trying to make a point that doesn't matter. But I do believe that in the end, because people, Kith, have actually been fine for so long before they created the gods, it's gonna be fine. Just have you inspire them, yeah.
Mortals are already inspired. It is what has pushed them on for hundreds of generations to reach this point in time.
Are you gonna argue with me on this, huh?
Animancy is poised to go far beyond what we Engwithans ever discovered. Why does Helia think I should lend more power to mortals?
Oh, and why do I want to... Okay. I want to ensure that the gods don't have the upper hand? Or because I believe in Kith? I believe in Kith. Yeah. I believe in the indomitable human spirit.
As do I. From where should mortals draw their inspiration?
Well, they should look for the future. Towards the future.
Very well, Watcher. I will ensure that mortals are inspired by my passing, that my power not be expended in vain. Indulge me in a moment's curiosity. There is something I wish to know about Eora, about Kith, that I can only learn through your eyes.
Go on.
You followed me all this way, dodging an armada.
I didn't dodge anything.
An impenetrable wall of storms.
Okay, that one I did.
Voyaging across uncharted seas.
Something obviously added in the DLC. Yeah.
Besting a guardian who existed to bar your trespass.
I don't think I bested him. He just disappeared. He bugged out. Oh, the VA quality is different. Oh, I actually didn't notice.
With the machinations of gods echoing in your ears. And you did so on your own. That is no small achievement. Kith across Eora will hear the tale of it, and look to you with awe. I believe that mortals possess the strength to collaborate and shape a future of their own design. Not all of my brothers and sisters agree. I had hoped your actions would set an example for the future, demonstrating the resilience and ingenuity of mortals when they work together.
I mean, you kind of forget that I'm not alone on my ship. I have a crew. We are a unit.
Coming to Ukaizo unencumbered by alliances proves a different point than the one I intended, but it is a valuable one all the same. What inspired your decision, Watcher? Did the choice echo your foundational beliefs? Or were you influenced by observation?
I mean, I didn't come here to settle the problems of others. Well, actually, Adair brought me here. But yeah.
I thank you for your perspective. Yours is not the only opinion that concerns me. But for the moment, it offers much to consider. All I ever wanted for mortals was growth, transformation. Once, my brothers and sisters shared this goal. Some have forgotten themselves, giving into fatalism or tyranny. Others have succumbed to apathy. It brings me great sorrow that crisis is the only way to set the future in motion. Would that I could pass the responsibility of heralding your darkest hour to another. You shirked the aid of others and came this far alone. But I think you'll find that the future is built on trust, cooperation, and understanding among kith.
Okay, before this is over, I want to ask questions too.
Ask. You are entitled to any answer that is mine to give.
What happens after you break the wheel?
The great work of the Ingwithans falls to ruin. Reincarnation as we know it will end.
Mm-hmm.
Souls which currently await new life in the beyond will be born into the world as normal, but their numbers will not replenish.
Okay.
Anything that dies will tarry in the void of the in-between, awaiting the motion of a wheel that no longer turns.
Shouldn't we just destroy the in-between then?
Once the beyond has emptied, every birth will be hollow-born. Other maladies of the soul may follow, and plague those who linger in life.
Well, that doesn't sound too great.
Unless mortals work together to carve a new path, the essence of life will be trapped in the netherworld. Gods will starve. Eora will grow silent and cold.
Okay, how long does it take them?
A generation or more.
That's not too long.
Much essence is already poised to flow into Eora. But unlike an hourglass, no amount of turning will compel the sand to reverse its course.
That's not a lot of time.
Should you choose, you could lay down your burden and trust in your children's children to set matters right. That depends entirely on you. By your reckoning, there are still good years to come. By ours, time is short.
Okay, mortals aren't the only ones in jeopardy. What you're doing threatens the other gods too.
Yes. They must work toward a solution or perish. If that task is beyond their skill, then they no longer deserve their position. I would have them justify their right to lead. That could mean swallowing their pride and hearkening to the wisdom of mortals. Some, I expect, will perform better than others.
Okay, why won't reincarnation just go back to how it was before the wheel?
When we tamed the cycle of reincarnation, we broke what had once functioned naturally and without intervention. The flow of essence will not normalize on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Essence will simply pool in the void of the in-between, never passing through Adra networks to the beyond. The dead will be left to wander in darkness, confusion, and sorrow.
Okay. How can anyone trust the gods after what you've done?
No one is worthy of unconditional trust. If you feel the gods are beyond forgiveness, then they don't deserve your obedience. Make your future one that doesn't require them.
Okay.
Should you choose to accept the gods, I hope that you temper your faith with skepticism.
Okay, Wodaka sees this as a test. One we're destined to fail.
Wodaka is entitled to her opinion. If the intent of this test is to justify an uprising to come, that is more worrisome. The other gods must decide for themselves if mortals are ready to dictate their future. Should Wodaka's tyranny prove the only alternative, mortals must prepare for a terrible conflict. Your perspective bridges eternity, Watcher. Many will look to you to mediate differences that could shake the very foundations of Eora.
Okay. If you had a millennia to do this, why now?
For several reasons. My strength was diminished after the Godhammer bomb, and assuming this form took incredible effort.
Mm-hmm.
With so many vying for control of the Deadfire, I also saw a ripe opportunity for mortals to cast aside their differences and stand together as one. They have never been more powerful, more capable. Because of this, the gods must justify their importance or be proven obsolete.
Okay, we're not gonna bring up Kednur. What happens next?
I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer. You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
Wait, what? No sooner have Eothas's words entered your mind than you hear one final dissonant ring of a chime within you, then silence. The knot that formed when the pallid night first addressed you in the beyond is now gone.
You are free now, as free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I have great hope for you. But always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
The end of a beginning.
Squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Audra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body.
Oh.
Built to withstand the passage of thousands of years, the great Audra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted. The machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Audra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys's arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes as Aethys's shout echoes throughout the valley. Your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade. As Aethys's voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys.
Yeah, it's the ending. Let's see how we did. I think we did pretty okay.
On your recommendation, Aethys disperses his essence and that of the thousands of souls within him to centers of knowledge and learning around the world. Animancers, engineers, wizards, and scholars of all stripes make astounding breakthroughs in understanding and harnessing the phenomena that govern Eora.
Okay, so we made a choice that is good for Hylia, Abaddon, and Whale. You know what? I'm fine with it, because I like Abaddon. He's a cool guy. Hylia is okay. Whale is an asshole, so it kind of balances out. Yeah, Abaddon is a bro.
While some of these developments prove beneficial to Kith, others are decidedly less so. But such is the price of innovation. What remains to be seen is how, indeed whether, they will restore the cycle Aethys has broken.
Mm-hmm.
In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire.
Yep.
Your feats capture the awe and imagination of a world that needs heroes more than ever. Some say your intervention prevented Aethys from a far worse act of destruction. Many believe you will be the salvation of Aora.
You know what? I like this one, because I am a paladin slash fighter and we work to defend. And I feel like that's the point, yeah? We defend. In this case, the world. They see me as a protector.
With each day, your legend grows. As does the chaos in Deadfire.
Oops.
Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and the Efekia Channel becomes the site of a near-constant battle as the Huana and the Rawatayans vie for control of the unprotected island.
Uh-huh.
The Rawatayans rely on their cannons, and the Huana call forth massive waves and beasts of the deep to sink their foes. And while they chip away at one another, the Valians and the Principi pursue their own ends with increasing abandon. Emboldened by their rivals' distraction, the Valian Trading Company seizes territory and mines luminous Audra at a startling pace. Huana villages are left at the mercy of unscrupulous speculators, and resource-rich islands are swarmed and stripped. To support their operations, the Valian Trading Company begins shipping ever greater quantities of supplies and luminous Audra to and from the archipelago. This attracts the attention of the Principi, who target these ships with increasing aggression. The promise of fat prizes draws even more pirates to their ranks. The Rawatayans, as well as the Huana, are too busy to stop them.
The worst ending would be Eldest ending, because in her ending she turns on the storms again, mines the sea, essentially making sure that nobody can research the machine to aid in the development of a replacement. Just because she's a bitch. Yeah, she just doesn't care. That's a shame. She's a really fun character.
The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents.
Wait,
What
what?
starts with angry words escalates to retaliatory killings as each side blames the other.
Oh, was there a quest that I could get? Oh, I didn't realize. Maybe there was a quest we could do. Oh, I don't know. Don't want to ads right now. Please, let's snooze them. Was there a quest I could do? Like with the Lord of Gilded Vale?
By the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the port and the village, both sides have gone too far to turn back.
This happens due to our quest. So this happens because of Maya. Okay.
As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform.
Mm-hmm.
With the major powers at one another's throats, Nekataka becomes a maelstrom of chaos. Spies and smugglers follow the flow of refugees into the city, where violence is commonplace. Ukaizo remains the coveted prize, and Nekataka fades into an afterthought.
Not Maya, but the contact we did. Oh, so the way we dealt with it was the result here. Okay.
The pirates continue smuggling food into the gullet.
Good.
And the Raparu embrace their benefactors, aiding and concealing their smuggling operations. Over time, the gullet becomes a hotbed of piracy. With Skiarelifus's essence still empowering the Water Shapers Guild, the practice of water shaping grows and flourishes in Nekataka, and its practitioners rise in prestige. They install conveyors in the falls that run through the city and craft sculptures for every street and plaza. Thus, the Water Shapers Guild becomes a power in its own right in the city of Nekataka.
Okay.
Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars.
I don't remember which one Letharn was. Oh, the guy who wanted to sacrifice the kid. Yeah. So that's Adair's quest.
Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide him. But that changes as word of Aethys' deeds at Ukaizo spreads. After all, what business have they worshipping a god who denied his own legitimacy?
Letharn is the guy who met... Oh. So Letharn is the guy who went to Hasongo. He warned them about Elphas, and then he went back to Nekataka. I remember now.
The faith of the children of the Dawnstars fades, but their commitment to the people of Deadfire does not. They continue feeding, healing, and helping the neediest, just as they have for decades.
Nice.
It is no longer a holy mission, but it is a mission all the same.
Okay.
Ruanu, the chieftain of the Huana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. And a few speak of a strange man seen lingering in the village.
Most likely to the contact we met there. Yeah. For Maya's quest.
The leaderless tribe eventually scatters. Some head to Nekataka, while others seek out the Wahaki.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon, Neraskirlas, no longer passes between Aora and the White Void, and the dead flow slowly breaks apart, exposing the temple long frozen within. Under Halfyorn's guidance, the Harbingers of Dusk resettle within Remergon's temple, vowing to forever protect it from the defiling touch of outsiders. Over time, the group becomes increasingly reclusive and fanatical.
Oh no.
Attacking any who dare approach their holy site. In besting the Beast of Winter, you earned the Death God's mercy rather than his enmity. The deity remains characteristically unforthcoming about his decision, and you're left to wonder whether in doing battle with him in the White Void, you somehow furthered his apocalyptic ambitions.
Maybe.
Word spreads of the primal island of Kazuwari, once home to an arena that hosted bloody competitions and fearsome ordeals. Wild tales whisper that the spilled blood attracted a terrible beast of scale and fang that slaughtered those gathered at the island before destroying the great enchanted statue that oversaw the island's trials. Absent its guiding voice, Kazuwari descends into anarchy.
Yeah, we didn't do this DLC, so...
Hundreds of Kith, and no small number of Wilder and Primordials, flee from the Black Isle. Their minds a confused collection of inconsistent and contradictory memories. Each escapee bears knowledge that was once lost, and agents of the Hand Occult across Aora work tirelessly in the years that follow to hunt down and end these fugitives. They find far fewer than they hope.
Hehe.
Released from their bondage to the sightless eye, the Vithrak of the Halls Obscured abandon the Black Isle and resettle in the deepest and darkest recesses of the ruins beneath Nekataka. Sisak and his colony remain secretive and isolated, however, rarely interacting with those Kith crawling about in the sunlight above.
Oh, okay, nice.
Encouraged by her arcane successes, Bakarna returns to her observatory to continue her studies of the celestial spheres. In time, her colleagues in the Circle of Archmagi come to accept her among their number. She takes on apprentices, and they trumpet her praises as both a brilliant innovator and nurturing pedagogue. Slain by your hand, the Titan of Wal poses little further threat to Aora. As the corpse decays, it putrefies into a massive nest of hungry fungal monstrosities.
Oh no!
Vessels that anchor off the shores of the Black Isles tend to go missing, only to turn up shipwrecked months or even years later against distant shores. With time, the body collapses upon itself, and the Black Isles finally implode.
We kind of forgot about destroying that one fungus. Like, we killed the fungus, Lengrad, but we didn't kill the other thing that likes being hit.
Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Your companions find themselves changed, in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hisango, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. Realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose in working alongside his uncle to repair the many scars left upon Deadfire by the gods. Under Adair's guidance, Byrne grows into the kind of irreverent, stubborn hothead that would have made his mother proud.
Nice.
And Adair visits her gravesite, often to tell her so.
What sucks though is I already used up all of my snoozers, so I hope we can make it.
Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety.
Yeah, she's not subtle at all.
She makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy, and you suspect, lifelong friendship.
Nice.
Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawnstars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the Deadfire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Nekataka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting on her part.
A lot of lip biting.
She leaves you with her sickle and a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "A keepsake from a path once walked. Remember me, Watcher, for I will forever dream of you."
There's a dark, terrible ending where she essentially becomes a Dark Reaper. Yeah, I told her to release the souls instead of take them for her. Like, I assume if we had her take the souls, she would have just become the Reaper. Give me more souls, kind of deal.
Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world.
Yeah.
You let Romaro go.
That was a
The
short
former
one.
pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edier Empire, Old Valia, and the Republics. For the remainder of your time together, Seraphin seems, if not exactly happy, at least contented with the outcome of your confrontation with his former mentor at Sayuka.
Aleph was short. Seraphon,
Yet,
a little
when the
longer.
two of you part, Seraphon seems emboldened, invigorated by a new sense of purpose. He buys you a drink, toasts to the dead fire, says let's see if we can make something worth a shit out of what's left of these Principe swabs, and sets sail the next morning. In the years to follow, rumors occasionally reach you of the Blue Orlan pirate of the Deadfire, a privateer captain as keen to free slaves or fight for an influence as he is to plunder and pillage. The Valian Trading Company is initially furious when they learn that Palagina had assisted the Watcher in claiming Ukaizo. In the chaotic aftermath, the company takes a more nuanced view of Palagina's actions. The turmoil in the region allows the well-organized company to seize a number of valuable assets from their competitors. Though Palagina is not rewarded for her actions, nor is she punished, the Dukes and Songreta agree to forget her support of the Watcher. She is quietly reassigned to duty in the Valian Republics, an order she gladly obeys. Palagina renews her relationship with Giacomo, corresponding with him regularly, and even meeting with the old Animancer once or twice a year. Though she does not understand the intricate details of his research, she reads his letters and responds with great enthusiasm. Her brothers, and even the Dukes themselves, note that Palagina's demeanor is always warmer on the days when she receives a letter. Rumors even spread that some of the brothers have seen her smile.
Oh, nice.
Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen. Though Maya's covert assignment in the Deadfire is considered a success, few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives no praise beyond knowing glances or the occasional raised tankard from her countrymen. She never responds. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza.
Okay.
Takehu never intended to grasp at the destiny his coming foretold, but he finds himself doing just that. He sails from island to island as an emissary from the gods to the Huana people. The tribes welcome his message and use it to bridge their traditions across the archipelago. Huana unity has never been stronger.
Okay.
With Ngati's covenant firmly in mind, Takehu feels confident enough to reshape the very Deadfire. Your farewell is short and cordial. Nothing further needs to be said, and you wish each other well. Takehu does not look back. The sea feels restless in his absence.
I see. So this would probably be the Roman's option for Takehu.
Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
The first time when you made your 200% playthrough challenge, the first one and the second one, 100%, you almost cried at this point. It felt good. Yeah, I like this ending. Like, it's not the perfect ending that we could have imagined, but it is an ending nonetheless. And overall, it is I think it's a very optimistic one, where Kith can actually shape their own destiny outside of the influence of the gods. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it. What really set this one aside, not aside, above, what made this one so much better. Ah, shit, an ad is gonna start. I'm still gonna continue talking. I don't want to be silent for 3 minutes. Turn on ad block right now, please. But yeah, what makes this one so much better than the previous one is the fact that nearly every line is voiced. It was never off. Good job. Almost everything is voiced. So it's a lot easier on me, as the streamer, the player, because I don't have to read everything. It also makes it a lot easier to get into the game and immerse yourself into the game, because if it was just me doing the voices, I mean, there's only so many voices I can do. I can do an old man voice, and that's about it. Like, I can't do many voices, but having like voice actors put feeling into the lines is very nice. Kind of like the reason why the release or whatever patch was for the for Disco Elysium, where initially it didn't have voice acting, but then it was added and everything was voice acted except like the lines that your character says. So it's really I think it makes the game so much better to have that. Oh, Critical Role. Oh, yeah, because there's the characters from Critical Role from the first season. You could make, basically. And we have the cast. Oh, Ashley played... Wait, can we slow this down? Can we slow this down? No, stop it! Oh, we can. Okay. Ah! No! No! We can't put it up. Wait, can I? I can! Oh, this is such a cool thing where you can actually... Wait a second, what was that? Shorty. Okay. A lot of them. Oh wow, a lot of voices here. I never realized that Tellison voiced Eothas. Okay. But yes, I had lots of fun. And you can see like so many people voiced so many different characters. That's amazing. Because you have different voices for many people. And it's so much better for it. But yes. This was Pillars of Eternity 2. Deadfire. The cycle of reincarnation, the wheel of reincarnation, was broken. And who knows? Maybe sometime in the future, don't know how possible it is, but maybe we're gonna see the result. Though I don't think there is gonna be one. Because the endings here vary greatly. And they would have to decide on a specific one to make that one canon. Because the endings of the first one were kind of contained to the Durwood. Yes, but they varied greatly in the first game, but they were contained to the Durwood. The Hollowborn epidemic, or whatever they called it, crisis, it was only in the Durwood. Mostly contained here too? I don't think so. We broke the wheel. Unless the wheel just works in one continent and another continent has its own. But it would be weird for it to work that way. The wheel breaks anyway. I guess. But yeah. It is... I'm gonna make maybe a... Maybe not so hot take, but... It kinda sucks a little bit. And it's not the game's fault. Like, the game is very good as it is. It's like at least a 9 out of 10. But, it kinda sucks when games, movies do this thing where the stakes have to get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So obviously, after saving the Deerwood, we have to save something bigger. Or, like, we are fighting for something more than just one area. And that's a little bit unfortunate, because at some point... Well, I mean, what could they do in the third game? They wouldn't be able to, like, make it bigger. So, they would have to just contain it in a smaller area, let's say, with smaller stakes. But that in the end, that would probably leave a lot of people kinda thirsting for more. Fixing the wheel feels quite big. Yeah, but it's like... The way to fix it... That's the thing. The way to fix it... In the lifetime of a single character... It feels like it would require... Basically doing the same thing you do with... the Ingwithians did. Which... I feel like it would kind of miss the point. And fixing it with, like... What was the, not necromancy. What was the word? I forgot. Fixing it with the soul magic thing. Would say... Animancy, yes. I was close. Because you animate stuff. Or whatever. But still. It would take, like... It would not be fixable... in the time frame that is suggested... by the length of a game. So, in a way, it's... They are in a, like, really difficult position, I feel. To be able to make a sequel... that would feel, like, satisfying. I think. And that's not, like, a huge problem. Because it doesn't need to be a sequel. Like, having the game end at this point, and it being open, and maybe everything's gonna be okay, maybe not. But yeah, sometimes it's difficult. Because you need a hook, you need something to make it feel worth it. I hope I'm, like, conveying what I think properly. But yes. Wait, why are we having... Oh, because now it's for for the DLC. I see. Well, anyway. This was Elizabeth Energy 2. Thank you very much for dropping by, for letting me enjoy this with you. And... Oh, before I forget, Abru, please DM me the what was the build for Path of Exile, so I can like review it a little bit before I play on Tuesday. Oh, that's a lot of text. Oh no. But yes, did I check the challenge menu? I did look at it a little bit. I did look at it a little bit. So it's here. So what kind of challenges can we do? Like there's the standard. We could do solo challenge where we cannot have any companions. That's okay. I'm guessing it's doable. There's the Triple Crown, which is expert mode, Trial of Iron, Path of the Damned, and level scaling only up. So it's basically Iron Man. The most difficult difficulty. That's the difficulty. That's the Iron Man. What's expert mode? You said we agreed to that I would start blind and then you give me the build. Oh, is it gonna be a... No tab? Oh, so I can't highlight stuff. Ah, I see. I start with Witch and play Arc. Okay. Okay, the expert mode is doable. I would just... If you know the game well enough, you know where the important stuff is. So you could do solo Triple Crown. Million challenges. Is this doable? I doubt it. Okay, let's see what we have. Overfastest challenge. Each critical path quest by specific dates. Or the game ends. Okay. Beasts gain random powerful effects. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, this is an interesting one. Because I never had a use for, like, torches or anything. Ondra. More storms. And ships are stronger. Okay. Food spoils. Ooh, that's a tougher one. Vela follows the Watcher and must be kept alive or the game ends. Who's Vela? Is this like a bird? A little canary that wants to follow me and... Oh, that sucks. Because if it's like a pet, it's always gonna stand next to me. That's... Per encounter become per rest. Per health no longer... Party health no longer regenerates. While camping, only prepared meals recover health, injuries, and resources. Oh, so this makes it a little bit more like Pillars 1. Where you have to... your spells do not recover between combat. Yeah. A character you get if you keep the baby from PoE 1, and she's gonna be a young child in PoE 2. Did I give away the baby? I don't remember. Wales challenge, almost all numbers and stats are hidden. Whatever. This is bullshit. This is like whatever. Why would this matter? You're gonna be watching on Tuesday, so you can answer any questions I have. Okay. And there's the ultimate, which is just all of them. You have to have all 3 of them. Disables, cheats, mods, and Better Blessing. Must defeat all major enemies and bosses in battle or the game ends. What does that matter? Like, what is all major enemies and bosses? You have to defeat them in battle. So you can't persuade them to go away? Like, if I were to go under the would I have to fight that dragon? Or would it be okay if I persuade them? Because I didn't have to fight him. That's bullshit. And also the super bosses. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who enjoy that kind of challenge. That's not for me.